Creating forms in Bentley Infrastructure Cloud. If we go to our new interface, infrastructurecloud.bentley.com, this is our third generation of web interface for ProjectWise on the web. We're now under the Infrastructure Cloud banner. Now, what does that mean for issue resolution and forms? Really no immediate change in how we create the forms, but the interface is a little bit different, so I just wanted to introduce you to that. So if we click into our Infrastructure Cloud project, from here, go down to the bottom to the Admin button, and then click Manage Forms. Inside here, I can see the 3 standard forms. They have nice icons, and you can see 4 forms that I've created that gets this default gray icon. Right now, we can't change the icon. I hope we'll be able to change the icon in the future. But I can edit any of these. I can create new ones. The concepts behind this are all the same because the services that are powering the forms is exactly the same. It's just laid out in a slightly different way. And we have some extra things as well. So you can see I've got an improved view of the forms themselves. You can see the name of the form, the prefix, what the type is, or the category that it sits in, its current status, and also some things that I really like. So we can see we've got workflow enabled on most of these, and I can actually see how many of each form have been filled out. If we look at this bridge design issue form, it's in draft at the moment. I can highlight it and press change status. And just as with the older Connect and 365 interfaces, I've got statuses of draft, published, and archived. The terminology's changed from approved to published, I think, from Connect. If we leave that as draft, then I can go and edit that form. Now, this is where we see some differences. Again, it's the same information that you need to put in. It's the same information that you're capturing. But it's just laid out differently, and I think it's better in some ways. So the name and prefix we put in here in the first step, and then we have to set to draft to get to the next page. If it's a published form, we just can't go to the editor, which makes sense. So make sure it's in draft. Hit next. Then we get to our form designer, which we all know and love. This is the same. There's no differences in here compared to what you would see in the older interfaces. There have been developments since the last video I made, and I will endeavor to create some new videos this year. So this is the form designer. I'm not going to talk any more about this right now. And then go to the next stage. And then from the form designer, it takes us straight to the workflow. Again, not a lot of change really in the workflow itself. It's just the layout. Some changes you see here, workflow updated for the following forms. So all the functionality we had in Connect and 365 is now in Infrastructure Cloud. And there's some extra things as well, which I'll show you in forthcoming videos. So that's it for today.